I'm live. Man, every time I click the live button, like I get so nervous every single time. Whatever. Okay. GLM with Claude Code SDK. Okay. Where am I? I have been implementing a 4-part plan to get GLM 4.5 and DeepSeek into my Claude Code application. My Claude Maestro application. And in my Claude Maestro application, I am using Claude Code SDK. Right, let's go through this, just double check what's happening, development, so it works. Okay, so part 2, oh gosh, if I can figure out what I actually had Claude Code do here. Okay, modified files, right, API tab. Okay, this is the settings dashboard, which then implements this tab list. I'm guessing this is going to be the API keys tab. So you know what? The best way to take a look at this is just to run it, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Run dev. All right, let's see where we're at with this implementation. If I go to settings, I'm hopeful. Wow, this is a terrible looking tab thing, but you know, I will change it soon. Wow, okay. Third-party models. Configure API keys for alternative AI models. Your keys are encrypted and stored locally. API keys are... Did you just repeat yourself twice, bro? API keys are stored using system encryption. Never share API keys or commit them to version control. Why do I need that? People already know. Claude Code, DeepSeek, okay. DeepSeek V1 chat reasoning model, okay. Dope. This is dope. All right. You know what? I kind of want to try this out. Oh, yes. This is amazing. Okay, so I can actually input my keys here. Let me input my keys. So then, and I can do it, and I can do this live because it's not showing everyone my keys. Let's do GLM 4.5. Z.ai, go into my API, and I'm going to, whoa. View plans, no, I need to go to API keys. Sorry, I am doing this off screen because I don't want anyone to see my secret. Copy API key, paste my API key, test connection. Really? Hey, save configuration. Look, if it works, I'm not gonna knock it, but at the same time, settings, now can I do, ooh, now that's hot. Yes. What am I doing? What am I talking about? This is very cool. This is dope. I need to figure out what this test connection button does. Let's actually figure it out. Let's figure it out. We're gonna go in here, and I'm just gonna search for test. There we go. Test connection. And what does this do? This actually, bro, why are you, I don't like that this call is being done right in the UI. This needs to be inside a hook, but that's fine. Validate API key, right? Let's go and take a look inside of validate API key. That's gonna be in, you know, validate API key. Is it here? Nope. Is it here? I think it's this. This is in Electron source main store. That always return true. That's not right. Okay. Where is what? IPC is this. Okay, it's gonna be calling this, which then calls API key manager, which is here. This will be implemented with actual API calls in part 2. Bro, you did this to me. You did this to me. Why would you do this to me? Oh my gosh. Are you guys seeing this? Claude, what are you doing? This is what happens when you break up your plans into multiple parts. It's like, actually I said to completely implement. It's supposed to be a self-contained plan, as in like each plan should be complete by itself. Where is my plan? It is in here, part 1, part 2, part 1, valid. Oh. Whoops. I deleted that from here. That's my fault. Validate. Ooh, oh wait, what? I saw that. Validate API key. Okay. Is there anything here that is going to define the function of validate API key? No, there is not. That is extremely unfortunate. Wait, let me... I feel like I don't see all the chat stuff. Okay, no one's said anything, so that's fine. Okay. Honestly, I feel like it... Oh, well, yeah. Sometimes I feel like there's a lot of like weird ads that pop up, if you know what I mean, on my stream. I don't know how to get rid of those. I don't know how to filter them. I should really research on how to filter them. Weirdly enough. Anyway, moving on. I need to implement this. Shoot. Oh, this sucks. I suck. Okay. Where was it? Validate API key. It was here. Validate API key. Holy crap. This, I totally forgot the best way to validate API key. This was not. Let me think about it for a sec. Should I implement this? Let me look at part 3 of my plan. One, two, three. This part is going to be integrate third-party model API keys with Claude Code SDK Manager to enable seamless model switching based on user configuration. You know what? In part 3, I'm gonna add the ability to, okay. one background task. Okay, can I kill? Bash. Kill. Kill. Thank you. And I'm going to clear the context. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have in 210 third party model and part 3 add a plan, add additional step to the plan in order to implement validate API key. Think very hard before making changes to the plan on how best to achieve this. Okay, this is not making sense very much, but I am hoping, I don't like hoping, but I think this should work. Let me just commit my changes first. I'm a little scared. I do like this change so far. So this was part 2 implementation, and here you go. Let's go. While that's doing that, I'm thinking that this way of working is actually really nice. I'm just trying to think if there's any improvements I can do to this workflow. Because right now, if I, for example, did research can should be able to spawn multiple sub agents for like, oh, you know what I was looking into? Whether the thinking is actually, you know, the think step, like here, thinking, is this inside the main context or is it outside of the main agent context? I'd love to know a bit more about that. Claude code thinking context. Claude code thinking context refers to providing necessary, but I just want to know. Understanding context window. Okay, the context window refers to entirety. Okay, yes, I understand that. This is different from large This is different from large corpus data. Okay, blah blah. A large context window allows models to understand and respond more. Okay. Yes, user message. Yes. Is there anything about thinking? Okay, context window with extended thinking. When using extended thinking, all input and outputs token, including the token used for thinking, count towards context window limit. Dang, okay, it doesn't actually, this is still within the main context window then, with a few nuances in multi-turn situations. The thinking budget tokens are a subset of your max token parameter, are billed as output token and count towards rate limits. However, previous thinking blocks are automatically stripped. Wait, what? However, previous thinking blocks are automatically stripped from the context window calculation by Anthropic API and are not part of the conversation history that the model sees for subsequent turns, preserving token capacity for actual conversation content. The diagram below demonstrate the specialized token management when extended thinking is enabled. Okay, so if here's system user message and then the output extended thinking response. Okay, text response. So then the next turn, the system message, user message. Oh, I see. So the extended thinking does get stripped out. So this portion will not be inside the context window. Will not be inside the context. when I talk back to it. Really? Is that how it works? Okay, interesting. Anyway, let me take a look at this. I've successfully added step 2 to the plan for implementing validate API key function. Oh, shoot. Whoops, oops. Go away, Windsurf. I don't need you. Provider specific validation for DeepSeek and GLM-4.5 using the Anthropic compatible endpoints. Test API calls with minimal token to verify key validity. Proper error handling with status message, checking, logging, timeout protection. Okay, response validation. Okay, validation step is now positioned before the SDK manager integration, ensuring API keys are validated before being used for actual model query. Right, so then can I see what you've done here? Implement API key validation, right? API key store. Not sure if this is the best place to validate API key, but hey, sure. Okay, configure validation endpoint. Is this actually an endpoint though? Are you sure this is an endpoint? Because this doesn't seem like an endpoint to me. Okay. Hey, you know what? I can just try it. Okay, response, okay, return true. Otherwise, return false. Right, that looks good. I'm pretty sure I already reviewed everything. So, I was, you know, what is this? Also, add the import at the top of the file. Log electron log. That's fine. Okay. I think this should be fine, but I'm not sure if this is an actual endpoint. How do I find that out? Can I go to, let's say, z.ai, Anthropic endpoint. I wish there was some documentation, but I don't think there's documentation on this. Unless Anthropic has a, what's Anthropic Claude code endpoint? Custom endpoint for with Claude code. What is this? Okay, I'm using different provide for Claude code. Setting variable. Yeah, I can't find. No one responded to that. Claude code custom endpoint. Where are you getting this complete endpoint from? Weirdest thing ever. Model DeepSeek reasoner. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and then we can backpedal. I'm just gonna update part 3 plan here, and then I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clear my context, and then I'm gonna implement this plan. /implement. We're gonna go 210, and we're gonna find part 3. All right, let's go. Theoretically, should just work, right? But you know, I feel like implementing this way has been much better, getting me much better result. Like I would never be able, this is as close to one-shotting as I could probably get. Like there is no, I feel like there is no way around either you're gonna have to review code at some point. Either you're gonna review your code during the plan phase before implementing, or you're gonna review your code after the plan has been implemented. Which one would you rather do? For me, I rather review the plan because at least everything is contained within the plan file, and I can just review that all at once, rather than reviewing it after the plan has been implemented, which has already taken a lot of time to implement already. And if something goes wrong and I happen to need to make a large change, it's probably going to be that I just revert everything and start with the plan again. So might as well just review the plan meticulously before I actually implement the plan. And then that way the resulting code that gets output is legit. I don't know what other word to use than legit because it's legit code. I try not to think about like the output anymore, because like if I know that I've reviewed the plan and I understand exactly what the plan does and what it's going to implement, I just trust that whatever it's going to implement is going to be exactly as I've, approved in the plan. And that just like gives me peace of mind knowing that the plan was good in the first place. It's the failure is not, it wouldn't be a context failure. I guess that's what people are calling it these days. Context failure. Because this whole plan is going to be the context. And this like 500 lines of this. Oof, I should have removed this. Whoops. But yeah. Now I'm splitting plan into multiple parts rather than having a plan that contains like 1,000 lines of basically implementation instructions. Now I've split each plan into 300 to 500 lines, which is so much more manageable in terms of just reviewing and understanding what it's doing. Also, each plan is kind of complete on its own, meaning that it's implementing a sub feature. For example, a large feature, for example, this feature, implementing third-party model, contains multiple parts. Like there's the secure storage layer, which is done in the Electron main process. There's the settings UI, which is in React in the front end, and then there's the SDK integration, which is again done in Electron main process. So each one of these can be complete on its own, and the application can still run. It still works, rather than like having all of them implemented all at the same time, and then you don't. I feel like I just don't. I don't want to spend that time figuring out if something went wrong in the process. Like I can't catch it fast enough. And if I did miss something in the plan, this just gives me checkpoints to go back to. Like I can commit, okay, part 1 is done. I review the code really quickly, knowing that I've already reviewed the plan. I feel much more comfortable knowing exactly what code was output. I can commit that changes. Okay, part 1's done. I go to part 2, and then so on and so on. It's just there's no escaping. There's no escaping reviewing code at this point. This is not vibe coding, unfortunately. We have not reached the singularity just yet. Eventually, maybe we'll reach singularity. That would be nice. I could just think what I want. It's just there. Then we'll all be out of jobs. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, while that's doing that, I'm gonna do a bit more reading here. Okay, that's the other thing about like waiting for AI. This is the most intrusive process. I feel like it is, I don't know about you, but it's so hard to get into the flow if you're always constantly waiting for AI like this. This is, I have not felt like I've been in like this flow state for such a long while, ever since I started using like models to code for me, which I know it's still a lot faster than me just coding myself, but I do miss being in the flow. But that's why I am building Claude Maestro to allow me to work on multiple tasks all at the same time, so that I don't need to wait on this. And I'm getting better and better at like multitasking, which is like a really great skill to have these days, now that AI can do a lot of things. And I think that's the thing with like reviewing code in a plan markdown as well. Everything is just like all there for you and explained out, and you can catch things really early on without actually being in the code, where everything's implemented in different places, and then you're like having, your brain has to like context switch constantly, which is, yeah, I think context switching as a human is much harder than if AI was to do to load all the context in its brain. What am I talking about? Okay, moving on. With the think tool, we're giving Claude ability. This is not the page I was looking for. Context here, this is it. Stripping extended thinking. Extended thinking blocks are shown in dark gray, are generated during each turn's output phase, but are not carried forward as input tokens for subsequent turns. You do not need to strip the thinking blocks yourself. The Anthropic API automatically does this for you if you pass them back. Okay. Technical implementation details. The API automatically excludes thinking blocks from previous turns then when you pass them back. Okay, yes. Extended thinking tokens are billed as output tokens only once. The effective context window calculation becomes context window equals input tokens minus previous thinking token plus current turns. Okay, so thinking does not count towards the context window. No. That can't be right. Can it? So am I getting this confused? I feel like the thinking token, so the text response does get, but like, is this portion the no context window 200k? Okay, so 0 tokens, 200k tokens. So we have no, extended thinking does go into context window at least once, because this is still the turn. Each one of these goes in. That's gotta be how it works. Except like each, from one turn to another, the extended thinking is just not repeated in here. Context window with extended thinking and tool use. The diagram below illustrate the context window token management when combining extended thinking with tool use. Okay, we have turn 1, extended thinking with tool use. Extended thinking gets added into the input. Text response. Okay, and then text response. First turn architecture, input component, tool configuration, user message, output component, extended thinking plus text response plus tool use request. Okay, I need to look deeper into this. This is actually really interesting, and I think it's something I feel like I really need to understand what is happening here. Especially now that when I'm trying to context more, I'm trying to understand context engineering more and understanding what exactly is inside my context. I'm a little paranoid now because I feel like to get better performance, I really need to start like controlling every single part of the context that's inside the LLM. Okay, let's see. Wow, that was actually pretty quick. Or maybe I've been talking so much that this went by really quick. Hey Sparrow, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm winning. I don't know if I'm winning. I actually, you know what? I am winning today. I am winning today. I feel like so I actually, I don't know if you were here when I was explaining. So today, well, later yesterday and today, I was trying this new architecture in my workflow. Basically, my create plan now like generates multiple different plans. Like, I guess like if I ask it to generate plan for a specific feature, it outputs like sub feature. So breaking up into like smaller chunks instead of just like having one plan that just has all the instructions to implement a specific feature. This way, I feel like it's easier to just like for me to digest the plan, to actually read the plan. Like instead of like a 1,000-line plan, I get like 300 lines plan instead. Well, this one is kind of long. This one is quite long, 500. But like it's more digestible, and I can implement one part of the plan at any given time, and each one is like complete on its own, so that it's like a save point. I guess that's kind of how I think about it, rather than like if it's all in one plan, I would just like it could go really wrong, and I would not want to kind of fix it at the end. That would be like, it just felt really a lot harder if I had everything in one place. At least that's how I thought about it. I think this is working. So we'll see. I'm still exploring this. Also, I don't know if you know Sparrow, but like, does the thinking token, for example, in Claude Code, when it's thinking, does that count towards the context window? Because like I'm so confused by like this article I was reading with Claude on Anthropic's blog. I think they're talking about like how, like, not sure why, but basically they say that extended thinking only counts once here, but then it doesn't go into the next turn. But then again, I don't know. I'm still confused about this whole extended thinking, whether it goes into the context window or not. Anyway, an ancient Chinese wise man once said, if your food is too big to fit in your mouth, cut it. Continue to cut. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Exactly. It's wonderful. Just keep cutting the plan until it just imagine if like each function is just a plan. I would have like 100 plans. Not sure if that's the way I want to go. Not that far. Not yet. Okay, let's see where I'm at here. I just implemented part 3 of my plan. So, you know, the easiest way is I'm not even gonna look at the code. I can't be bothered right now. I'm just gonna YOLO and then rerun this because I want to see if this actually works. I literally spent, I swear I spent like an hour reviewing my plans today. I was like Dang, this actually takes a lot of time. But I think it's time well spent. Better than if I were to review code after the plan has been implemented. That would have taken way longer, honestly. Okay, so I've input my GLM 4.5 token here. Test connection failed, obviously, of course. Advanced Chinese English bilingual model. Why would you say that? What is this? What is this line? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna try and input my API token here again. Test connection. Clearly it failed because I know for a fact that this endpoint is wrong. I knew it. This endpoint doesn't even exist. Where is it? It's right here. Like this Anthropic v1 complete endpoint doesn't exist. You know what? I wonder if there's like, oh, I can just use the endpoint of, okay. API, wait, I should do this here. Z.ai API endpoint, is that like a thing here somewhere? API quick docs, can I please just have, where is your docs? API reference, ooh, playground, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This looks legit. Doesn't this look legit to you? It looks legit to me. So I'm just gonna copy this. Should work theoretically. And I'm just gonna paste it here. Not DeepSeek. And did I? Oof, base URL. No, you know what? Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Because it's testing the base URL as well. Wait, actually, no, it should not. In fact, no. Base URL should be hard-coded because that shouldn't change at all. So I'm just gonna remove this. So here I have the Z.ai completion, and I'm hoping, where is this model? So then this goes there, this goes here, request body, wait. Oh, I guess I have to do it like this. What is it using? It's using fetch. Okay. Header, content type, authorization. Geez, authorization. Am I really gonna do this like this? This seems extremely not hacky at all, for sure. So this is extremely not hacky, I'm pretty sure. Get rid of this, right? Because I don't need that. Accept language. Oh, yikes. You know, whatever. I'm just gonna do this for Z.ai, and then I'm gonna have to do a separate one for DeepSeek. Hi Turks, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for saying hi to me. I am a very lonely being. Wow, I should not say that on stream. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. What am I doing? My brain can't keep up. Sorry. Authorization, accept language. I feel like I have an extra field here. 1, 2, 3, 4, header. 1, 2, 3. Bro, what? Anthropic version, go away. Okay. I work from home. I know the feeling. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Do you ever feel like, since you work from home, do you ever feel like you're always in the same room all the time? I feel like as a programmer, I just stay in the same room the whole day. I feel like I'm basically a shut-in, honestly. Though I don't mind it. I'm going to be honest, I don't mind being a shut-in. I'm a shut-in neat, for sure. I can't believe I just out myself like that. I'm so distracted right now. What a request body. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I am not performing. I'm not performing. I'm literally copying and pasting, and this is like taking a lot of brain cycles. Model GLM-4.5. This is already correct. Okay, 5 years since being sent home during COVID. I go into the office in central London 1 to 2 times a month. Dang, yeah. When I was working, I was working from home too. It was, honestly, I kind of really enjoyed working from home. I really enjoy working from home, but I'm a super introverted person, so, you know. But I spend all day on Zoom webcam so they can see. Oh my gosh! Luckily, I was an individual contributor, so basically I had like maybe 1 meeting a day, which is very lucky, honestly. I feel for those people who have like constant meetings. I literally do you know I hate meetings, especially meetings where people just talk about stuff and at the end you have no idea what the heck. Where are you based? I'm actually in Bangkok, Thailand right now, but I was previously in LA. I was working at, yes, I spent all the time in Zoom calls. Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, I was previously working at Netflix, and then before that I was working at Riot Games, and then Sony PlayStation before that. Yeah, luckily my role was very nice. It was very fun. But yeah, I hate meetings. I absolutely hate meetings. Oh, I can't stand corporate meetings. Really? I didn't know there was a lot of Kick streamers in Bangkok, Thailand. Though I honestly, I don't even watch streams. So I don't know why. Like I don't think I really watch any live streams, but I do watch some gaming live stream though. Meetings, having meetings for, oh my gosh, don't even. I hate when meetings talk about next meetings. And I'm like, what? Are you guys in, like, what? Why is my time being spent like this? I mod for an insect scientist who streams, and 1 week ago we were on a 10-hour bug hunt and came across a tiger in North Thai jungle. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. The moment went viral. Nice, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's so interesting. Huh. That's why I had 7-hour meetings today. Like, oh gosh. I am sorry for your time loss. The time in your life that you'll never get back. Okay, message, Cicero, hello, max token. I think this should work. Gosh, I feel like this is not gonna work. I know this is not gonna work. Whatever, I'm just gonna try it. Hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Bun run dev, let's go. I think ZAI doesn't support GLM-4.5. No, it does. It does support GLM-4.5 for Claude code. You need to use GLM-4.5. No, I actually use GLM-4.5 with Claude Code. Literally just set it up the other day. I actually have a video about it on YouTube, and I was using it. Works really well, actually. And that's why I'm trying to use it with Claude Code SDK right now. And it should be relatively simple setup. Well, relatively simple as it could be. You know, nothing's ever as simple as it seems. You say it's easy, but it's not. Ugh! I make software that monitors Kick, Twitch, YouTube chat. Wait, really? Audio transcription and video analytics to produce stats. Oh, that's cool. And I have it counting the insects he found. What? Wait, like insects? Like bugs? Are you like counting bugs? What the heck is the stream about? Oh gosh. Like bugs, like actual bugs, not programming bugs, but like bugs IRL. I guess that's what you would say. He is a praying mantis expert. Oh my gosh. That is very, very interesting. Wait, so do you have like AI vision that just counts how many bugs there are on screen or something? Wait, why is this failing? Is my API key just getting wiped every single time I restart the application? Test connection. Oh, it's getting wiped. Oh, it's working, guys. Holy crap. This is amazing, but the fact that it's getting wiped every time it restart, whatever, who cares? But it's working. I did not console log, so I have no idea if this is working or not. But I do want to figure out what the heck is being returned from this fetch. So I'm just gonna go info.log, log.info, please. This is how little I know of my code base. It's sad. I'm pretty sure this is the electron log, right? Yeah, electron log. Okay. Right. Let's do this. Let's see. I used Mac OS OpenAI Whisper to transcribe his audio into text, then analyze that for keywords. Nice. Okay. I combined that with chatlog, 5 megabyte JSON. Okay. And we can see reaction sentiment. Ooh. Wow, that's awesome, dude. Wait, Mac OS OpenAI Whisper? Are you using OpenAI Whisper, like the API, or is there like a separate library for that to do all the transcribing of audio locally on the Mac? Is there? I guess you can use Hugging Face library. I guess Whisper is open source. Probably, maybe. I don't remember. There's a local lib on. Wow, really? I did not know there was a local library on Mac OS for OpenAI Whisper. That's really cool. That's actually really awesome. I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know. That's actually really useful, actually. Oh. Can it do text to speech? Could probably do text to speech, right? Goes both way. I kind of want, like, for example, I saw this other this other content creator. He basically, I think it was Indie Dev Dan, but he basically hooked up Claude Code so that when a task is finished, like, this, like, voice that tells him exactly what task is finished, which is interesting. And I kind of want to try to implement that into this application, but I don't know if it's a little too much because I guess it could be a little too much, but it seems like a novel idea. Yes, you could monitor your OBS black hole, create SRT, okay. Voice to text and put that on screen. Oh, that's dope. Still text to speech, the same way to do. Oh, all right. Okay. Please just log out for me. It didn't log anything. There wasn't any response. There was no response. But then what happened if I just do that? Okay, so it does work, but there's no response. But maybe that's because I didn't. What am I doing wrong here? Also, I have 4 minutes left before I gotta go. I feel like I'm working extremely slow. But hey, it is what it is. If you get a chance, register on Kick as a developer and join the Kick Discord. You will get a dev role. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do that. What do you get any perks from being a developer and on Kick? Do you? I guess there's like APIs and things like that I can tap into. Why is this documentation so limited? Or am I just not reading this correctly? What are you doing, Z.AI? You know, Z.AI actually reached out to me and they're like, oh, thank you for covering our models. And I'm like, oh, dang, that's awesome. That's so fun. That's nice. I didn't know they actually cared, which is very cool. I do like using the models, though. A big fan. Especially how cheap it is compared to Anthropic. Whoa, did I just... I nearly revealed my API keys. That would have been interesting. API. The main thing getting recognized as a Kick community dev. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I would definitely have to check that out. Is the dev community big on Kick? I actually never watch any software development like streams on Kick. Usually I stick to YouTube. I didn't know Kick was very big. I only knew Kick from like because of a gaming streamer that I was watching, and he was streaming on Kick, and I was like, oh, Kick seems interesting. I was like, okay, sure, why not? I do stream on Twitch and YouTube as well at the same time, though I feel like Kick is a up and coming thing, and it's interesting. Apparently they don't censor very much, so I don't know, I don't know if there's like some weird stuff going on there as well. You know, like, I don't know. A lot of us make private software for streamers we support. Kick will release a new API soon, and that will open up the market for apps. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Maybe once I get bigger on Kick, I will develop something, make something. I am having a really hard time finding the API. Why is the API page not show me API? I'm having a hard time. I was literally on the API page and now it's like gone. Oh my gosh. GLM 4.5 API endpoint. I swear, sometimes I'm just not having it. Where is it? it's freedom of speech here, but have mods and be strict about idiots. Shut them down. Hey, you know, I'm all about being a degen, so down for that. 7. Yeah, have a good day at work. Thanks for tuning in, Sparrow. Okay. GLM-4.5. Okay. Web search? No. Huh. GLM Z.AI API. Okay, I swear. Please just give me the API. Okay. HTTP API here. This was what I was looking at, I believe. And then I pass in the model, messages, and we have role role user content hello. In fact, I'm not gonna max the token there. I wonder if that's the issue. Okay, please just give. I just need you to. I need this. I need this to work like right now. Right now. Please. Please don't. Why does it return something empty? Am I doing something wrong here? Clearly it's going through. Am I response dot body? Okay, let's try again. Okay, we're gonna go to settings, and I really need to go. I really need to go, but I just want this to work. Oh my gosh, this pain. No, 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 no. You are not. You're not doing this to me. Is it because this abort controller? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Is it because it's a post request? It doesn't, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Simple conversation. Okay, so we have header, authorization, okay, model. So request body has the model. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go model, and this will be GLM-4.5. And you know what? I'm literally just gonna copy this. Literally. No, I'm not actually. I'm gonna do this. Pain, just, you know, sometimes I actually have to code, which is kind of disappointing, considering I was hoping that I don't need to code right now. Oh, and I need to use the bathroom too. Oh, I will hold it in until this works. I don't care. Looks like it's actually doing something. It's actually thinking. Shoot, I hope it doesn't time out. Hope it doesn't time out. If it comes back with a legit response, then I'm happy. Come on, please just work, for goodness sake. It's not that hard. Why? Why do you always come back with nothing? Okay. Clearly, there's an issue somewhere here. Why does it come back with nothing? Am I missing something? You're gonna make me use, like, Postman? Am I really gonna have to use Postman for this? But I don't want to show everyone my API key. I'm gonna have to do this off screen. It's gonna be super boring. Does anyone know? Does anyone know why this is happening? Is my fetch call wrong? You know what? Why don't I just ask Claude Code? Hey, it's there. And clear. Okay. Response always. When I print out response, it seems like it's always empty. It's always an empty object. Even when the request seems to be successful. Please analyze this code meticulously and think very hard why this may be happening. Okay. Maybe you have a better idea than me, Claude Code. Because I barely use fetch here. Or maybe it's the URL wrong? No, it's definitely not wrong. Definitely not wrong. I don't think. Not wrong, right? Nope, it's correct. I literally copy and pasted this. The issue was that response is a response object, not the actual data. You need to parse it with JSON.text to get the content. Really? Is it that easy? The response data, response.json. Bro, if this, I'm gonna be so angry if this was it. I know it's gonna be this. I know. I just know it's gonna be something simple like this because every single time, because I'm not used to this, every single time, I always make some stupid, silly mistake like this. And look at that, it's dead. Failed to connect to GLM-4.5. Why though? API key validation failed. GLM-4.5 status 429. Is that because my URL is wrong? Too many things. This is the annoying thing with Electron, is that I need to rely on these info logs. Okay. Response is okay. Okay, it says API key invalid for provider, API key API key validation failed for provider. So response status. Okay. So then why? It was working before and now it stopped working. Interesting. GLM 4.5 model is GLM 4.5. Content accept authorization. Request body has model. Okay, fine. Let me just go model GLM 4.5. There, okay. And then role user content hello. I'm not going to stream it. I just want it to work. Button run dev. Right. Settings. Gonna grab my API key. Paste it in here. Test connection. This is going to drive me nuts, isn't it? Still failing. Is it this? I'm just trying everything now. Okay, URL. Let's go ahead. Just use that. Can I just move this to another line? Nope, doesn't want to be on another line. Okay, maybe. Oh gosh, what is happening? Let's just try it again. In fact, I'm just gonna log here as well. Log.info request body. And in fact, I'm just gonna shut down this Next.js server, rerun it, rerun this one as well. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, Claude code, settings. Gonna have every single time I reopen this, I'm gonna have to test connection failed. GG's. Why? Why is this happening? Was not happening before. Model GLM 4.5 messages. This is literally this, which should work perfectly. Response. Is it this? I'm just gonna comment this out for a sec, because I feel like that's the only thing that was changed. Let's try again. Okay. Settings. Grab this. Paste this in. Test configuration. Connection failed. Okay. You know what? I am actually going to just paste my API key here, but I'm going to do that off screen because I know I don't want anyone to see my API key just yet. I mean, if this was a pre-recorded video, I would totally show you guys my API key, but it's not, and I don't want anyone abusing my API key at the moment. Okay, let's go and test this. Okay, it still failed, so there must be something else. There must be something else. What happened here? Headers. Okay, headers has 3 components. There is the authorization. There is, oh, maybe it's because of like that. Do I? Nope. Do I need to make authorization also? That, like that, What? Does it? It's not letting me? Okay. What? Why does it keep changing back? Okay. Nope, it's not that. So at least I know it's not the authorization. It's not accept language. It's gotta be something with this body, maybe? Let's see. Too many request response status code indicate that user has sent too many requests in a given amount of time. Really? Is it a rate limit thing? Rate limits. Did I literally use up the rate limit, the limit for the hour? No way. I literally only sent a few messages so far. There's no way it's taken that long. No way I've hit a limit for Z.AI already. That would suck so bad. You know what? I am actually going to use Postman. But I'm going to have to do this off screen. Because if I do this on screen, you will see a lot of API keys, including my GitHub and everything. That would not be fun. Ugh, this is such a weird way of working. This is one of the things not exactly fun with REST API. Can I just like use something here? Okay, I'm just gonna new HTTP, and I'm just gonna grab this endpoint here. Here, post. And then for headers, I'm gonna grab content type, grab accept language, grab authorization. Gonna grab this as well. Can't believe I am actually having to do this in such a manual way. Okay, and then I will need to grab the model. Okay, you know what? I need to first grab my API key. Paste it in here. And then in my body, I'm actually going to just grab this whole thing and paste it like that. Send. Insufficient balance or no resource package. Please recharge. Oh, okay. That it does work, but what? But I literally, okay, billing history. Bro, what? Add balance $3. But I thought I subscribed to the plan. Renews on October 8th. Yeah, I subscribed to the plan. I don't know why. Accessible through coding tools like Claude Code. 120 prompts per 5-hour cycle. Okay, prompts refers to a single user query sent. It typically triggers around 15 to 20 model calls, assuming hundreds of thousands of consuming hundreds of thousands of tokens. See FAQ. I see. So after like 15 to 20 model calls, then it will trigger. I see. Interesting. Well, let me see if this works now that I've put in more money into Z.ai thing. No, it still does not work. Huh? Insufficient balance, no resource package. Please recharge. I already recharged. Okay, let me show you what I'm working with here. Like, I have $3 here. I'm trying to use this like payment, no, sorry, history here. Listed price, okay. When was this? This was not even today. Huh? I'm so confused with this right now. Yes, now you see why I use YAML. I use one model call that triggers my YAML, which uses tokens to whir away. Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on? I am... Too many requests. Requests could not be processed because too many requests has been sent at a given time. Am I gonna have to create a new API key? Fine. Did someone use my API key? Did I expose my API key by accident somehow? Please. There's no way. I'm pretty sure I've been pretty careful with my API key, but I also don't know. All right, let's try again. Nope, too many requests. What is? Okay, is Z.ai endpoint down? Is it down? Server status. No, it looks like it's working normally. So then, am I the one who's doing something wrong? Maybe I just need to do this later. I feel like this is not working right now. It's just not having it. Unknown model. What other models are there? Chat completion. Okay, maybe there's another. Generate video. Wow, they have agent chat, file upload, retrieval. Okay, let's do completion and let's see. Post, try it. Oh, I can just try it here. Why didn't I do that before? Okay, text model, GLM-4.5. Message, okay. Add item, user, hello, how are you? Hello, what is your name? And then request ID, do sample, stream, no, thinking, enabled, temperature, yeah. Also, whoa, there's a thinking thing. Crap, I need to like implement this as well. Ugh, too many things to like remember. Okay, I need to like write this down right here. To do, add thinking. No, it shouldn't be here. Wait, I need to actually write this down in my to-do list. Ability to, okay. Make sure to set thinking. Ooh, no. No, I can't. I don't need that. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Tools. No. Okay, that's it. So then, can I just send it? I need. Oh, that was close. I was about to expose my API key. Do not want to do that. Moving that off screen. Oh, okay, send. Wait, let me just make sure that this is safe to show. This does work. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, maybe the endpoint I'm putting into okay, I copied it. It works now. Oh, wait, connection closed, connection. Okay. Yes, but I want to see the actual result. Let me show you. I don't know if I can show you guys this. Rotate your keys just in case. I thought you had work, Spiral. Are you just? Also, I really need to go too. But I just want to get this done. I just want to at least get this done. Oh please, this gotta work, right? It's got to work. If I scroll down anymore, then if I scroll down anymore, you'll see my keys. I don't want it. I never knew how hard streaming was until this moment. Oh. I set it to streaming. Whoops. Okay, let's try this. You mean less distraction for me? Okay, looks like GLM-4.5. I'm going to close this page because I feel unsafe right now. What the heck? What am I doing? My brain is a little foggy right now. I am implementing this. This should work now. This actually needs to work, like right now. Like actually right now. Okay? I'm such a noob right now. I feel like a noob. I am a noob. Okay. Why does it not remember my keys? I gotta figure that out. Leave, and then, okay, put in my keys again. Test connection, please. response data. Okay, finish, stop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, message. Wonderful, but I want to see the message. Thank you very much. So then can I do const message equals response dot what response dot data dot, oh man, that's, are you serious? Am I really gonna have to dig through this? Like, actually like this? Is that how you would? Yikes, are you serious? Am I really gonna do it like this? Okay, there's gotta be a better way to do this, but I am just going to YOLO this for now. And then I'm gonna go log.info message plus message. Okay. This is so bad. You know, I'm just testing this. No judging. Don't judge me, please. Actually, you can judge me all you want. I don't care. Test connection. Huh? API key error cannot. Oh, it's because this is throwing an error. Am I accessing it wrong? So response, I am printing out response data. Ooh, this is supposed to be response data. Whoops. That was my bad. Bun run dev again. Okay. How many times am I gonna have to repaste my API key into here? Oh man, so close. We are so close. We are so close. I can almost taste it. Okay, so I'm accessing the data. The data I need to access choices, and choices 0. Okay, cannot read property of undefined reading choices. Is this not what it's called, choices? It is choices. Okay, how about I'm just gonna do that. Come on, please don't make me do this continuously. I am almost, we almost have it. I know we almost have it, guys. We almost have this. Okay, cannot read undefined choices. Response data. So I am printing out this response data here. Oh, I see. It's already data. Okay, so we just go choices. And then I can just go 0. And then I can just access message here. Probably. Yeah. You know what? Let's try it again. Oh gosh, this is like the 10,000th time. I'm sure you guys are having a laugh at me. This is painful for me. Thanks for not helping. Message object. You're not going to print out the message for me, are you? Okay, I'm just going to have Claude Code do this because I'm done. Okay. Clear. Currently, this is logging out this. I want to print out every message in here. Okay, let's go. It's probably gonna loop over it. Nope. Yeah, I should have JSON stringify that. Okay, that was my bad. Simple solution. Right, and we're gonna go to settings again. Go down here, API key, test connection, and we're gonna get, boom! Oh my gosh, yes, yes. I win. ZAI, you lost to me, because I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh. After so many freaking logs, finally was able to connect to validate API key. This feels like a very mundane achievement. This sucks. Oh well. Okay. Well, now I know how to do this. So, and this is actually working correctly. Thank you. Clap to me. I should add sound effects to it. Yay. Okay. I should stop here before I go into another rabbit hole, or else I will never stop streaming. This would not be great. Okay, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably similar time.